Okay. Hey y'all. I thought I would do a really little intuitive video for y'all to learn how to do some of the things that I do to cut corners or to save money, just any of that stuff. Okay, number one, I had got this in a haul from the resale store. This is kind of like, it's not totally, it's made out of, like, I think it's a non-tearing paper, okay? But you can take this, you can photocopy it onto paper, onto your scanner, you know, lay them all out onto a piece of paper, flatten them out as best you can. Use cardstock because that way your paper don't bow up or anything. Lay it out, you know, with using the number that you need or whatever. But anyways, lay it out, photocopy it for yourself so you'll have it and store that away into an F drive so you'll always have yourself your own digitals, if that makes sense. You just lay them out and save them as JPEGs and then put them onto your F drive. You just, after you photocopy it, it'll go into your photos area. Then you'll make sure it's done photo, you know, you'll take it over to maybe your paint if you want to. It's up to you. And you can, well, actually you can't do that in paint, but you can do it in Photoshop, you know, places and stuff. And hit a, it's hard, I'm not going into that. Anyways, you can photocopy these and different colors of these on and tape them to cardstock. And then place them into a F drive for yourself to print out for yourself later. There, that's what I was trying to say. Sorry, y'all. I'm all over the place. It's early morning today, so yeah. Now, I got these in the last video along with that, and I thought I'd show you what you can do with these. I found these at the resale store. I'm trying to take care to not rip it badly on the back, because I'd like to keep that because I think that would be a pretty little square thing to do. I also like to keep the plastic here and here because that's a good square. Can make that into something for something. I don't know what yet. We'll figure that as we go. Yeah. Just try not to bend it or break it or anything like that. Just take that off. And, okay. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with those here in a second. Now with this, I'm going to show you real quick. You can use a box cutter. It's totally up to you. I'm just going to use a pair of scissors because they're right here. And I just cut the little square. I'm not worried about being perfect with it because I can cut it once it's out of this. Yes, I'm very much a penny pincher, and if you stick with me, you'll see how easy it is to get what you need. With things being like they are, you know, we all want to conserve our money and spend it on really good things like the women's books and stuff that we buy, you know, the journals that women make. Try to get that one out. There we go. Trying to keep it straight so I can cut it. And go into the trash. I don't like the plastic to go into the landfill, and that's the reason why I'm always doing this. Okay, I'm trying to do this where it's not going to leave any residue. Hopefully not. If it does, I'll just use alcohol to get the sticky off, because this is plastic. And it will come off with alcohol. There we go. You see there's a little piece of that on there. All I use is alcohol. I don't use acetone because acetone actually will give it like melts it or something. I don't know. I just use alcohol. And I'm going to show you that real quick how to do that so that you will know. That's why I made sure some of it stayed on there. And it kind of takes and lightens up any dinginess to it because you can tell this was an old sitting somewheres, and whoever it was might have been a smoker or just it was an old piece of stuff to work with, you know. Lay that down on top of there and just rub it around on there. Be careful not to cut yourself because this stuff can be cuttable. It can cut you. Okay. Trying to get the alcohol off my hands. Okay, that one stuck to itself because of the glitter glue that I was working with. Now, just trying to clean it. And remember, it had the sticky stuff on it. You can see there was some ink on there and it picked it up. This gets that glitter off too. And now you can see the difference in the dinginess is gone as well. It's not as dingy. Do that on my light skin. But yeah, it got the tag off of there. You can't see it on there no more. That's why I love the alcohol. It works so well, and it's just 70. This one says 70%, but it's the 30% because I put the other kind from a different store into that one because I like the size of those bottles. Yeah, I use the alcohol for cleaning and stuff like that. Cleaning off my stuff. Anyways. And then when you get time, then you can just cut these to get the excess off that you didn't want on there originally. If you see what I'm talking about, you see how it's all nappy and everything. You just go back, you just cut what you don't want right off. And it makes a flat surface again. And then you can use these hard pieces for making specimen cards or anything, you know. There's that. I even keep these kinds too. I can cut those out and use those in specimens. And then this, put that back down there. Oh, almost got it wet. Now, oh, let me get that glitter off the other side. There. Now, we have this. Now, you can turn these kind of container, or these little backings and stuff like that, you can turn them into tags. You don't have to waste them, okay? But I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to cut that out so I can reuse it. It's got this on the other side. It's not a big deal. I can put paper on the other side. I just like the design of that, the way it looks. It's really pretty. And I did get new blades. Yay! So this should not give me any issues. Shouldn't. Okay. I try to leave a little edging to it. I do need to get a new one of these though, because my, whatever you call that, that little wire is bent. I don't know why, because I never use anything other than this on there, like paper on them. There we go. Now I've got a little card I can put in there. All I have to do is put some backing on the back, like my coffee stain paper or something like that, and it makes it into a journal card on that side. And on this side, it looks real pretty. And you can round it off with a rounder, page rounder. You can just take this and round off the edges. I'm just going to leave it be because I might want it to be square. So there's that, instead of wasting. And then you can take these hard strips like this, and you can collage them, you know, and make them into journal cards as well. And I'm going to put this one over here because that's probably what I'll do. Now, as for these, now I'm going to, I should have kept them separate. I don't know why I didn't. But I'm going to take them and lay them all out because I don't want to use the same, you know, I don't want to do two sets of them. I only want to do one set. I got to get these extra pieces out. Like that. I can even use that if I wanted to. Anyways, what you'll do is you'll get the whole set that you need laid out. Try to see what's what. And you can see there's still pieces that needs to come out of there. I can leave those for now and just paint them over. But I kind of like to make sure that the paint goes down inside the edges too. Okay, so there's 2 of that one, 2 of that one, 3 of that one. And let's see here. 2 of that one. 2 of that one. See, I'm trying to find all the 2s of. One has 3. I thought that was that one, but it's not. Oh, it's this one. There's the big one. This is how I do it. You want to know what I'm doing, so this is what I do. Okay. Okay, there's the copy to which one. I can't tell which one it is. Okay. Guess it's not two one of them. That's another one to that. There's that one, I do believe. Looks like the opposite of it. No, it's not. But there's that one. And another one of that one. Some of them, there's only one. That is strange. Show that one. Oh, button goes on that. Only one of that one? Okay, there's only one of this one. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is, since I have 3 of this one, I'll take one of those, put it to the side. And I'll take one of this one, put it to the side. One of that one, and one of that one, one of that one, one of that one, one of that little bitty one, and this one. And then just pick any other random ones. Need to go with some of these big ones too. Just do all the big ones. I'm just going to do all the big ones. I think I already have this one though. Yeah. I already have that one. And like I said, all the big ones, I'm going to go ahead and just do those. I think there's only one of that one. Okay, so that's good enough. If I need to do more, I can as I go. And these will go into a little special container so they don't get lost. Now, I just need a piece of paper. What did I do with that paper? Because I can do things on this. This is the resale store paper that I got for $4.99, I do believe. Okay. I just took the plastic under itself and that way it doesn't get anywhere else. So I'm going to use it on top. Okay, now I need to get these laid out first. Hopefully you're able to, you know what, I'm going to do it with this side. That way you can see it. You can see what I was doing. Just lay these out like so. Now you can also spray these if you want to. If you've got spray paint them. If they're not the color you like, you can use spray paint on them. Just know that they're going to blow all over the place because spray has, you know. So if you're going to do that, make sure you put some kind of like sticky tape on the bottom. But know that these are already sticky on the bottom, as you see. I don't want to do that because I want to use them for that reason. But if you don't like that color, you can also change them out with the stickles that you already have. Just, you know, change the color that way. But you can use your sprays, you know, and change the colors. I'm going to see if it'll work on one. Hang on. Let me shake up my alcohol ink. Just going to see if it changes the color of them. I think it darkened it, if anything. So there's that. I don't think it changed any of the color to it, so, you know, there's that. That's alcohol ink. Yeah, I'm going to go get my paint. Oh, wrong side thing. Okay. Turn on the light here. This is like a chalk paint with to it. Almost had an avalanche. Okay, now I'm just going to find one of my old brushes that I don't care that gets messed up. This kind comes in those kits for kids, you know. So I'm just going to use that. I have this folk art one that's indigo, which is like a gray, kind of looks like chalkboard paint. I think it's old. I haven't been using any paints in so long. Yeah, that one's no good. It's just like a rubber down in there almost looking. Pure acrylic. Now, this one should be good. This is my black. Now, let me see here. I'm going to go ahead and grab another one out of that pack. There. And I'm just going to fold that over on itself. I'm going to use this as a mat for my paint to go on. Making sure it's nice and done. Whoa, you can tell I haven't been using my paints very much. Ugh, look at that. Get that big old slimy thing off there. Remember, you're going to get black stuff on your hands. That's the thing about acrylics. You're going to get messy. Okay. And then you just paint over them. Now, the way that I fix it to where I don't have to, you know, wait till that spot dries so that I can do this one, I just take a pen thing. Let's see. Where's one at? Like these things. These are sculpting tools you can buy. You can get them at Dollar Tree too. Just find a wet spot and just hold it down with it and be gentle. Okay. And I really don't want any of that coming through. So I'm doing it really thick. And there we go. And then we're going to do the next one. Get it nice and thick. That way it does not show through. The pink does not show through. And trust me, I love pink, so it's not because I hate pink. I love pink. I just don't want it on these because I don't want it as glitter either. Because I don't really care for glitter. And this will hold down the glitter too. It'll keep it from coming off. Now, I'm not saying to use this on the inside pages of your journal because acrylic is sticky. It's paint. It will adhere to the other page if it has to. If it's been pressed against long enough, it will adhere to it. Still see some pink showing through. I'm doing this because it would be good on the front cover, you know, of a journal. To look really cool. You know what I mean? But yeah. If you want it as a page for your pages, then scan it. Put them onto a piece of paper and scan them onto your paper instead. Yeah, this has got copyright to it probably, so you probably can't do that. I just realized that. But yeah. Always keep that in hand when you're doing any kind of crafting that you want to do something for your journals with or anything like that. You cannot make a digital of certain items that are anything that's past 1933 toward us. You know, like going 1945 or 1955 or anything like that. You can't do that. It's against the law. It's copyright infringement. And I know that because I'm an artist. And I don't want people taking and stealing my work, you know. So I know how they feel. I would speed this up, but I don't have that ability to do that. Nor do I have the ability to dry these either quick enough for y'all to see the results of it. So you might get a part 2 to this so that you can see the results. How about that? We'll do that. Same day, you get two videos in one day from this one too. One of the doings, and then the other one is for the results and how they turned out. A little bit boring and tedious, but all in all, it's still an enjoyable process. And for those that don't know, I haven't thought that through, if you sprayed yours and it didn't change the color and you're afraid that it's going to bleed through because it is an ink, that it'll bleed through and get in your like white paints and stuff, if you want to paint that white, use the black. Because see, that did not change in color, so I'm just going to go ahead and paint over it even though it's wet. Actually, it shouldn't be wet because it's alcohol. Should have been dry by now. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint this instead. There we go. Going back and seeing what I missed. Because some of the pink is showing through. It looks like a blackish pink, which is not too bad. If it would have been a gold though, I'd have really liked that. Okay, so some of them has the pink showing through. Oh well. I should be in my kitchen in there washing dishes right now, y'all. Yeah, should be doing my housework. But sometimes we need a break from that life. If you get my drift there. Oh, try not to hold it down too hard on it, otherwise it pokes through. And then it's hard to get it off there. I know this is a real boring thing to sit here and watch. It's a good thing to put on in the background though, while you're working. You know? Or we could be doing this together as like a little shop. You know, just something to do together. There we go. But if you do want to use them in your journals though, inside on the pages, you know, I wouldn't use acrylic paints on it. I would just scrape off what you can if you don't like the outside color of it. But for the inside color, I mean for the outside of the book, I mean, use acrylic paints. Now, I don't care that this dries up on there. It's not a big deal. I just need to wipe this off because this is a tool I use. That's why I always save these old, no good paint brushes. And I'm not really worried about this paper. I got that paper. I grabbed it. It's 99 cents for a whole pack of it. So it gives me something to, you know, put my paints on and stuff. Now I'm going to put this to the side and let it dry. And while it's wet, if you want to, you can actually glitter it with whatever you want to put on there. But yeah, but you see how that looks? That looks really pretty that they're that color. And they look more, you know, matted color. But you can still see a little bit. You might not be able to see it that way. There we go. See, you see a few pieces of glitter showing up through it, you know. I gotta find a place to put that. Oh, wait, I see a spot. I see a spot. There we go. A really big spot that I didn't get. There's that. And if you want to change it from, if you don't want it to be a black matte, you can do any color you want. That's another little thing you can do. I'm just going to stick these on top of here and dry, hopefully. And so that it don't fall. Now, we need to put that like this and just wish that off. Oh, see, I took that out. So it's not a big deal. I like to keep these for, you know, using as well. I use the tip for like making certain lines and stuff. So not a big deal. Put that up there. Now, as for this, I want to show you how to take and put this to use still. Don't throw it away, these containers. This is good cardstock. You can use this for making things, like tags and things like that. So I don't want to mess up my gold foil. See, there's a gold foil color in there. I want that, so I'm going to cut on this side, over here. And take that off, like so. Mine's bent up down here, but if you do this just right, you can turn that into a tag. It's got a cool design to it and everything. There we go. Now I can turn this into something else. Just going to take that tape off of there so it doesn't mess with me. There we go. Can I get it off my finger? Okay, now I'm going to cut this off flush over here. There we go. Now that is acetate. I think that's what they call it. You can cut that to where you, like, see it's got gluing down on it. I'm going to show you what the glue is. See how it's got the glue? So just cut this. Cut this. Because anything this size will give you a specimen. Sorry, my fingers has got, that's the paint. So anyways, I'll put that to the side. I don't need this. You can turn it into, like these things, you can turn them into tags because it's, like I said, it's cardstock. It's just that slippery and it might not hold the glue for you. Now, the reason why I wanted this, first I gotta cut it. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to use my hole puncher on it. Get out my fingers. My fingers. We'll try and hurry up and get this done in the little bit of time that we have. And this is what I do with excess stuff. It has a cool print to it. Like this, I love the color of that. Okay, I need a little alcohol. Just put a little bit on there. Just wipe it off. So it's nice and clean. Okay. Now we're just going to take the hole puncher. We're going to start hole punching. Just like that. And then you have that. See? And then you put a butterfly on that on top of your journals. You don't want to use the back because that's what the back will look like. You just do that a couple of times all the way across. And when you have a small spot like that, I'm all over the place because the camera's about to cut off. Throwing my hole punchers everywhere. These you can do little bitty ones when you don't have a lot of room in spots. And then also, if you have other hole punchers, like I have this one that I got from the resale store. It's from Martha Stewart. And I'll put that right about there. And then I get, guess what? Little butterflies. There's so much you can do with this excess paper instead of throwing it away when it has cool designs to it. Sorry. When it has cool designs to it. Even if it would have had this design, I could have done it with this design in the background too. So anyways, there's that, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I'm sorry this is really quick at the end, but yeah, y'all have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification. Share this video and bring some more people into our world of beautiful fun. Y'all have a great day. Happy crafting and happy journaling. Bye.